Welcome back to my Python series, and this is the day 7. Today I'm going to cover about lists in Python. So basically, before entering into lists, there are collection types of data types in Python. So in the previous video, I have explained about string. I have done two videos on string, and in this entire series, from the beginning, when I was doing about a video on data types, I have explained about this collection data types, that is list, tuple, set, dictionary. Again, so these are the methods. It's a kind of uh, data types where so it's a collection type of data types. So today in this video, I am going to explain about lists. The first thing anyone will ask is, what is list? So the list is a collection of elements. Okay. List is a collection of elements. That's it. Now, what kind of elements it will have? So basically, you need to understand what is collection. So I hope you know the meaning of collection. You know you will have some set of clothes. So basically, people will call I have a wardrobe. So it's basically nothing but it's a collection of all the whatever clothes, whatever shoes you have. It's a wardrobe you will be maintaining. So it's a collection, right? So people will know what is the how many, what is the watch collection. So it's a suit collection. Like that, it's a like collection of elements. Now, elements in the sense again you will have different types of elements. What kind of elements will be there in this list? It will contain heterogeneous element. Okay, it will contain heterogeneous elements. Now you need to understand what is heterogeneous. Okay, so there is another thing called homogeneous. There is one thing called heterogeneous. Basically, homogeneous is nothing but same. Okay, all girls, they are homogeneous. I mean, they are girls, boys and girls, they're together combined, so it's a combined class. Like boys section, it's a homogeneous, all are boys. Girl section, all are girls, that's a homogeneous. Heterogeneous, it's a classroom example, it's a combined class. We have boys, we have girls. Okay, so both we have. So this basically, when I'm talking about data types, you have different types of data types. You have integers, you have boolean, you have a string, you have all these data types. Now, this list basically will be, the syntax will be the variable name. So whatever the variable name you can give, that's the syntax I will have here. Variable name equal to, so variable name, and you will assign some list of values. In this way also you can do. There is one more method. Okay, there is one more way to initialize the variable in a list. Same. So instead of this, you can use, or let's do have a, so let's select this line. So let's, and this is another way. So okay, instead of columns you use list. Okay, list is a inbuilt class. Okay, this is a two way you will initialize a list, and inside this you can have some elements. Okay, so this will I will explain you in the code editor. For now, understand list is a collection of elements, and it can be homogeneous as well as heterogeneous. Basically heterogeneous, you can have any kind of data type. Okay, that's a one thing. So this is a one of the feature that it will contain heterogeneous elements. There is another feature. So people will ask features of lists. So let's have here features. Okay. So heterogeneous elements, it will contain heterogeneous elements. That's the one feature. Another feature we have, it's a mutable. What do you mean by mutable? Mutable means these lists can be changed. Okay. So this whenever you change, you can do some modifications in the existing list. Okay, in the same list you can do modifications. So what is the opposite of it? That is immutability. We cannot change. This example is strings. In the last example, in the strings, while I was explaining you about strings, I haven't mentioned it is immutable. Now I am saying, so this is the right time for me to speak about mutability. B- Lists is mutable, string is immutable. This is the only thing I will explain you in this video. Okay, and another feature is, so mutability we will continue. Okay, we will discuss about it. it it will have duplicates. It allows duplicates. you can have same elements. Okay, it's not only you need to have a unique elements, you can have duplicate elements in list. That's a one feature. Again, the size is dynamic, okay, which it is not fixed. Maybe if you are coming from, if you know already some of the other programming languages, actually for array the size will be initialized and it is fixed. But in Python for list acts as a array actually in Python, and its size is not fixed, it is dynamic. And the last, very much important, and the one thing that is base, that is order. What do you mean by ordered? Whatever the elements, it will follow the order of the insertion. So basically, if I will add 1 at first, I will add 2 at second, 3, 4. It will follow that 1, 2, that sequence will be followed. It is ordered. And it is zero indexing. Basically, this index starts with 0, 1, 2, and so on. Okay. So this is a zero indexing and it is ordered. So these are the some of the features of list. Now, the main agenda I have for this video is mutability. So I will explain in detail about mutability today. So why? Because it is very much important. Maybe so while doing normal coding, it may not be that much effective. Maybe you may not able to understand the difference, but this mutability plays a crucial role in real programming. So how this list and string are different? There is another important collection type of data, that is tuple. Again, it is also immutable, which means it cannot be modified. So what is it? How it is works? So I will explain all this mutability and immutability by taking a string and a list for now. While explaining about tuples, so already you guys will be knowing about mutability and it will not be a big deal to understand. Okay. For now, let's get into mutability. Basically, you need to understand mutable and immutable. Okay. So mutable and immutable. Mutable means you can do modifications. You can do modify the data. You can do modify the data. But in immutable, you cannot modify. Okay, you cannot modify the data. So that's a main what we say a definition for mutability and immutability. So mutable or immutable also. Now let's see this how actually it looks while doing coding. Okay, so let me get into my code editor, that is VS Code. So I have here, so let me clear the screen here. Okay, so we'll start. Okay, I will close this. I will take one new file as see. I will have a list. Okay, list.py. Okay, .py is the extension. Don't forget. Okay, so here I will code. Let's take, already I have explained there are two ways to initialize a list. L1 equal to, this is the one way. What is the another way? L2 equal to list. Okay. So these are the two ways to initialize. You need some elements inside list. So you have some elements, put some elements. L1 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 elements. Here also you have some elements. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now let's print L1. Okay. You have to just to know. Okay. So this is the initialization and just simple example I am taking. So print L2. Okay. So what will be the output? You will get, see. So you are getting this list. You are getting this error because in a single line you can't do in this way. So basically list will just take, so it will make it as a, so this much only. Okay, so it will take a list and we'll do, so we will see how we will add elements to this L2 in the future video. For as of now, how you can initialize a list? If I print now, see, this is an empty list, there are no elements in this L2. So I have given some values here. See, you have to go through these things because whenever you get some errors, you need to understand. See, when I run list expected at most one argument, you got three. I mean, you basically you have to give one argument. You are giving three arguments. That is what that error is saying. Now again, int object is not iterable. Basically, it will not take. 2. So you take list of L1, take this variable and print. See, you get the same output. Basically, you are using that L1 list into this L2 list. Also, whatever the variables you have, some list you can do use here. So as of now, so there are other methods to discuss about list. I will explain in this next video. For now, let's see mutability and immutability between strings and lists. So L1 equal to, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's take string str1 equal to India. Okay. Now I will print the ID, basically the ID of this L1. What is this ID? Basically, every variable will have a memory address. Okay. In that memory address, this data will be stored. That 1, 2, 4, 5 will be stored. Okay. In str1, this will have a date, memory address. In that memory address, India will be stored. Let's see first the ID, okay, ID of both the variables, okay. Let's run this. What is the ID? First, I will clear this console, terminal. So I will run this, okay. See, you have the last three digits we will see, okay. 216 for L1, okay. So for L1, you have 216, and for this str1, you have 816. Now, I will do some changes in L2, okay. So how I will do changes? See, I will do L1 dot. There is a method actually to add some elements. Okay. Or else forget about methods. I will take L1 of 0. That is L1 of in the place of 0 indexing. That is a position 0. So in this, okay, I will reassign 1 with 10. Okay. Now, if I print the same ID of L1, okay, the same I will use, I will run. See, whatever the memory address, so this will be keep on changing. Don't worry like why you got to 22473. So it will be keep on changing. Oh, okay. But in this now, whenever I execute it, so while execution, that memory will be allocated. Okay. That memory space will be allocated and it will be run. So don't worry about it. Just this is the address. Okay. Now see the same address you have. The same way, let's do some changes to str1. Now str1 equal to str1 plus I will add some value like India. Okay, people, India, people of India. Okay, I will add. So basically, this concept is called concatenation. So whenever you want to add some strings to already existing strings, use this addition symbol, that is plus, and this thing is called as concatenation. Okay. So now str1, that is India, will be concatenated with people. Now let's print this str1 first. Print str1. That's a one way. Now also I will print the ID first. Okay. I will print the ID here. We'll see. So the difference we will see here now. So let me clear this. Let me clear this. Now I will run. See, for list, nothing is being changed. That address is same 350. So that address is changed for L1, the same address you have, even though after changing the value, the first value. But for string, you have taken str1 equal to India. Okay. So you have printed the ID, that memory address. You got this 192 as a last digit. You just see this 192. Okay. Now you made some changes by concatenating people. Okay. And you printed that. See, India people. It got concatenated also. Now when you check the memory address being changed, which means it has created a new memory address and it's storing there. It's not making change in the same variable. Okay. That is the basically called as mutability and immutability. Why string lists are called mutable means even though you make some changes, even though you make some modifications, it will be in the same memory address. But with the strings, if you make some changes, so it will create a new memory address and it will store it in that memory address. So this is how mutability and immutability works. So for this, go through some very good programs and try to do some changes. For now, you understood mutability and immutability. In the next video, with the list methods, I will explain. Okay, so with the list methods, I will do some programs. After learning methods, you can do a lot of mutability and immutability exercises. It's basically you have to work a lot, you have to practice a lot with these exercises. Then only you can become very much good with this mutability and immutability. It's at beginning you may not understand what is this memory address and all. Basically memory address is this, it's something address. Everybody will have some address. I have my address and you will be having your home address. In the same way, every variable will have address. So it will be changed immediately if you do some changes. It's something like you are a joint family and you became separated. Okay, so suppose let's take some XYZ family. So it's separated into three different families. Then it will become X family, Y family, Z family. But there will be some families, they will be still joined. But even though if someone is getting married, they will be say in the same address, XYZ family, like that. So with this, I think you understood what is mutability and immutability. And in the next video, we'll go in deep about list methods, how we will work with the list. So everything we will see in the next video. So if you like this video, please do like, and if you have any doubts, please feel free to ask in the comment section, and share this video with your friends and whoever learning this Python, whoever wants to learn coding, share this series. I'm doing it as series. So it will be, I want to reach more people. So that's the whole idea. So it will be very useful for them also. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. I will see you in the next video. Until then, please take care.